Hey everyone, Happy New Year's, welcome to 2022. This is Chris with another look at the Bird of Prey digital model. This time, I'm going to be showing you some physical prints and talking about some specific detailing to give you a better idea of the engineering of this starship. Showing now are segments of the animation video I published recently and some separations I added after I published the video. You can see a little more detail on how the wings and hull are engineered. This digital model is a total of 117 parts and can be 3D printed at any scale, all the way up to studio scale, without losing any resolution. The default scale of the files yields a starship that's a little over 3 feet wingtip to wingtip. Scale the parts upwards to 163.5% to achieve studio scale. The file set now includes decal artwork, 26 pages of instructions, illustration files, and CNC vectors for having a central hull plate milled in aluminum. Let's take a closer look at this model. Let me show you what you can't see in still photos is how well engineered this is. So here's the neck, and you'll see there's slots, there's little rectangle holes, little squares, longer rectangles, they're kind of everywhere, there's indents. That is all to help you assemble the pieces. So pieces are tongue and groove, they're keyed, which you don't really understand from looking at the illustrations and screen caps. So this rod has 2 tabs here. Those correspond to those 2 tabs right there. This has a long rectangle and a square. And then on the opposite end, this guy goes here, and then this is over here, and there's so many separations on this. We wanted to give you the whole ILM kind of studio scale building experience. So like these parts are just all separate. This is also on the neck, you know, these little pieces that are all separated out to make this look absolutely amazing. Let's look at this gun. So by the way, that neck was printed from my original file size. That is enlarged to 163.5, which according to my initial rough calculations is studio scale. Here's how this goes together. This is the wingtip for the left, the gun for the left wingtip. This is printed at 140%. Just kind of playing around, and these are all just printed on an FDM printer. I mean, you can get remarkable results on an FDM printer. If you don't believe me, that's the inside of an FDM print. All this is. So this again, everything is fitted and keyed. If I can get this right, there's a tab here and a hole in this gun, and that just boom nests right there. This rectangle meets to this, and this key meets to that female, just like that. So that's almost all together like that. And then there's a unique shaped key. There's the female. There's another little rod that comes out of there. I recommend that should be replaced with brass instead of a 3D part. But there you go. There's the wingtip. Here's how the head goes. This is one piece. I printed this standing up on my FDM printer. I only needed supports down here. This guy, which is keyed here and here, corresponds here and here. Boom. Snaps right on. And by the way, this is all designed with the intention of inserting lights, making it easy to install lights. You see how this is hollow? That's for a ring of lights. Okay, so this is hollow so that you can light this, which nests inside there. Sort of see it, but these go all the way through. These bridge lights, there you go right there. They go all the way through. Doesn't look like it from this side, but you can light those really easily. Same for the bridge lights, top of the bridge. These holes go all the way through, all of them. As I showed you, this piece Oops. This only goes in one way. And then this nests. There's a little wall inside here that nests just only one way, just like that. This guy has a wall that he butts up onto. There's that. And then if I flip this over, this has a little groove that it lives on. Oops, things are gonna fall off since they're not glued. And then here is your rod. And it's got a little hole here on that side for that bend and another one on that side. So there is the head. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 main pieces and a hatch rail. Hatch rail right there. As you can see, it's extremely detailed, and boy, I mean, once the neck is attached, this is going to be spectacular. Special thanks to Steve. Steve Nyson is, in my book, is one of the best model makers in the entire world, and it's on his inspiration that this project happened. Okay, so there it is. I just wanted to show off these parts before I assemble them so you can get an idea of how they assemble, because you just really don't get the proper impression from still photos or even 3D model rotations. You don't get the idea that everything is fitted to go on one way. It's very detailed. And the same as with the wings, the hull, the engine pieces, every piece of deck piece, top and bottom deck hull pieces, everything is slotted and fitted. Beautiful piece of work. Anyways, there is my introduction to the digital model Bird of Prey. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to drop me a note.